You know, what upsets me is when women try to fight shallow with shallow. Yeah, there are a lot of men out here who are shallow, but I can argue with the whole idea of conditioning. You know, you can't, like, blaming a man about what he likes in terms of preference is like blaming a 4 or 5-year-old boy. So you might as well yell at a little toddler or just, you know, a little pre-pubescent boy for what he likes, because that's when it's instilled in him. But a lot of women don't understand is that, you know, yes, they see men who are shallow and they make poor choices and they go after certain women. And as a response to that, they say, well, I'm going to be shallow. If he's going to be shallow, I'm going to be shallow. And it's a flawed type of reasoning, right? Because, you know, two wrongs don't make a right. It doesn't matter who, you know, caused you to feel that way. At the end of the day, you still adopted a negative behavior. That's the way I look at it. It's like somebody saying, well, he killed somebody, so why can't I, right? Well, yeah, if you choose to kill somebody, it doesn't matter why you did it, in my opinion. You did it, right? So you're equally as guilty. But overall, I think a lot of women adopt this whole idea of having shallow standards because they feel like the men get away with it. You know, there's this theory that men get to be shallow and, you know, they get to choose this wife based off of some, you know, shallow bullshit and they're off happily ever after, which is complete BS. I've said before, there's extremely attractive women have a gift and a curse. Their beauty is a gift and it's a curse. Why do I say that? Well, from an early age, and I'm not talking about the women who kind of went from the whole geek to chic type thing. I'm talking about the women who have always been pretty and always got attention. They're used to getting attention, you know, being on people's good side without doing anything. That's why I feel like a lot of pretty women are shallow, right? Because they never really had to develop other qualities, right? So they were pretty, so people put up with them. Other girls wanted to be their friends because they were cute, and the guys wanted to be nice to her because she was just pretty, right? So they never really had to understand how to be funny or how to be smart or how to be articulate. You didn't really have to. Okay? So, and obviously, they get by life. You know, every time I go to the car wash, I'm seeing some 19, 20-year-old, you know, and she's driving some car, and she has a kid with her, like probably like a Lexus IS or like a Mercedes E-Class, not E-Class, C-Class. And I'm like, in my head, her parents are either rich, but if she looks like she's a minority, right? So she's not white or Asian. She probably has a rich boyfriend. Okay, or just a dude has money and he got her this and got her that. And I think a lot of women see this, right? So they see some of these prettier women who don't have shit going on, because I know I see it too. So if I see it, they definitely see it. Who are getting by off of life and they're getting treated fairly, and some of them may be married, this, that, and the third, and all they were was just a pretty face. And a lot of women feel like, see, these women are winning. But the problem is, it catches you in the end. If you're a man, it comes back later to bite you in the ass. Why do I say that? After a while, okay, I don't care how young she is, I don't care how beautiful she is, the whole physical aspect, the whole sexual aspect goes away. So it's not that great of a thing. So you're looking for something else to hold on to, right? Hence the whole idea of women getting cheated on. Even fine women still get cheated on. It's not because of they're any less attractive, but at the end of the day, the whole newness and the whole mystique and appeal of having some younger woman or having some extremely attractive woman and being able to have her sexually goes away. So you're looking for something more to hold on to. Look at the whole idea of our celebrities and athletes still cheating on their wives. They're with beautiful women. They're with women that you don't see on the street. Okay, we're always in awe when we see an athlete or entertainer's wife, because it's like, damn, I've never seen anybody that even looks like you. Where do you come from? But yet these men, or at least some of them, still cheat. Why? Because after a while, you're looking for more. Right? Most of the time, it's them, how can I put this? Almost like a drug. Right? The drug never fulfills you, so you have to keep on getting your fixes. Hence the whole idea of men cheating. There's no substance, so it does come back to bite you in the ass. right? Just because it happens later and they may have enjoyed some good years or some good times, to me is irrelevant. Right? Because just imagine a situation where some man becomes established and he's like, well, I'm going to live out my shallow fantasies and marry the finest chick I can, get. They get wifed up, like I said before, she doesn't have much to bring to the table other than the fact that she's relatively young and extremely attractive, yet he's built his whole lifestyle off of hard ass work. So now just imagine them getting into some sort of relationship and things seem cool. Look at me, I have a hot attractive wife, but she really doesn't do much other than pump out kids. He's setting himself up for failure. Now what happens? After a while it gets old, correct? It gets old. Maybe she falls off a little bit. Things get old. I want out. Guess what? Now they're getting divorced. She had kids for you. If you get married in California, they will hook her up. And I'm sure in other states too, these women will get hooked up. So you failed. You thought her beauty, right, and the fact that you had her sexually was going to last forever, but it really doesn't. And this is where men get bit in the ass. It may look good and appealing to women who feel like they have been, how can I put this, undervalued, but at the end of the day, it catches up to men. It really does. It really catches up to men. And I know, on a side note, that some women are going to say, well, not all extremely attractive women are shallow. You don't know what you're talking about. I agree. What I'm talking about, and I should have been clear in the beginning of the video, is highly attractive women, okay, who play up their beauty. So just imagine seeing Beyonce. To me, when I talk about, okay, let me put it this way. When I talk about women being shallow and being too overly into their looks as a way to get by life, it's like seeing Beyonce, right, all glammed up everywhere she goes. It's, I can't leave the house without trying to look good, versus a Beyonce who doesn't try to play to her beauty. She knows she's attractive, but she doesn't try to wear revealing clothing, or she's not trying to, be Miss Pretty 24/7, right? So that is more so a sign that you are serious in terms of how you're going to be taken. I don't want people to think that I'm saying all attractive women are shallow. No, just the women who play up to the whole idea of getting by based off of their looks, right? Because you can find yourself to be extremely attractive but not play into it, right? There's a couple of women I know who, in college, who were part of this. Yeah, these women are extremely attractive in terms of universal attraction, and these women easily could be these women I'm talking about. They're younger, they're living in a condo, they're driving some foreign European type car, all because they're pretty, but they chose not to. They chose not to give into that. So in that case, you fall out of this whole idea of the shallow, overly pretty woman. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. If you're a woman out there who feels like, she's being overlooked, and as a result she's going to somehow adopt some shallow preferences, you're not going to win. I understand how you're feeling, don't get me wrong, we're all human beings, but you're not going to win. And the men who are doing what you hate or what you despise don't win. They get it in the long run. A lot of brothers who get it are not even into these overly attractive women. We're not into women who solely focus on their beauty. You see it all the time. There's a difference between, you can take two twins who are equally pretty and you can know which one is trying to be taken seriously and which one is trying to be taken just for the fact that she's pretty. We stay away from them. Like I said before, if men saw Beyonce, a lot of men would want to sleep with Beyonce, but not want to wife her up, right? Assuming that she's just, playing up to her beauty. There's a difference between a man wanting to be with you and being in a relation with you versus a man wanting to sleep with you. And that's it. That's what it comes down to. Hopefully you guys were able to follow me and get what I was trying to say. It's kind of everywhere in this video, but you guys take it easy. God bless.